Doyle before the game due to injury, replaced by Aidan O'Prey. Gregory McCartan took the captain's armband. Your commentator is Mark Sidebottom.
Picked up by Larry Riley. Jason O'Reilly is on the edge of the square and wants it, but he has his midfielder steaming up. Pierce McKenna pushing the back, and onto the second minute. First free of the afternoon. This for the early opener. That's the first of them. Cavan take the lead. Ward now, Daniel Hughes has drawn the free. The free-taking duties will fall to Gregory McCartan, deputising as captain this afternoon. Oldest man on the field. Canniest head in the park. They're level, 1 point apiece. So far, a little bit of probing, prizing and prodding, but no real penetration from either side. That's an early opportunity. That's dropped in and that's dropped over. Neat score. Ball taken quickly, and off in pursuit goes Shawnee Johnston, man who had a great start in Casement Park, full of speed and agility still, Johnston. And Eamon Coleman has obviously told him, run at them boys, you have the legs. This would be his 8th point against Down in this year's championship, and that is it. They're level once more. Coulter one-on-one. Dan Gordon will get the break. Opts to leave it, and makes himself available in support, and that will be a free. Little push in the face there, right underneath the nose of the linesman, who is Michael Monaghan. Gives it great elevation, and it was Dan Gordon who got the fist to it. And that's Gordon's first score of this year's championship campaign, and that brings Down level. Shawnee Johnston. Oh, good movement, good support play. Pierce McKenna, that deserves a score. That registers a score. We need a little injection at the moment. Do Down. And there was holding there. This for a hat-trick of points. And this to put Cavan ahead for 2 points for the first time. It's going to drop short. McVeigh couldn't quite hold it. Over the top it sails. They lead by 5 points to 3. Mark McKeever, who of course popped over that brilliant point from play earlier on, is to re-establish Cavan's 2 points difference. That he's done. Well, into the half hour we go. McCartan again. Sends it in high. Coulter's in a lot of space. Could be a goal for Down. Benny Coulter. Wonderful layoff from Danny Hughes. Unselfish. And that's how to pick your spot. McCartan half volleyed. Oh, wonderful fielding by Benny Coulter. He's looking for a second. Same spot, same corner, same result. Down 2-5, Cavan 6 points. Up he sprang, off he went, and there's that corner. Owen Elliott beaten for a second time. Better football. That's the difference a goal makes. They're playing with confidence. They're playing with aplomb. 2 goals and a point make that from Coulter. He can do no wrong. Michael Ling, they really need one. O'Reilly beaten to it and well watched by Scullion, though he's got a second chance. Larry sniffed it out, popped it over. Cavan at last pull one back. It's Cavan 7 points, Down to 6. Well, there is the significant news. The return of Dermot McCabe, but a week ago he was expected to go under the knife. Cruciate ligament. The operation has been deferred, and he is back, and how Cavan need him. Dan Gordon eventually got a hand to it. Larry Riley stolen it, and has also stolen the free, and all of a sudden it's getting a little heated. So early opportunity for McKeever to put Cavan back in at left boot. The umpire took a while to think about it, but he has done it. The clenched fist would indicate that. Oh, brilliant ball inside. Made his way to the full forward Riley. The little half-back was also there, but Anthony Ford couldn't quite get there. Trevor Crowe, he can. 2 in a row. 3 between them. 21,759,000 will hear the boom. There it goes. It was Gordon who got the fist to it. Coulter, 2-1 in the first half, looking for his first of the second half. He is the difference. He is a class apart. Dan Gordon bided his time. Sexton in support. That's to the sub. That's Aidan O'Prey. That's his second of the day. That's Don's second of the second half. Looks for Dermot McCabe. One-on-one with Scullion. Well won by McCabe. That's an illustration of his strength. Now McKeever. Still McKeever. Is there a goal for Cavan? Somehow or other, he contrived to skew it wide. The layoff was perfect, and McKeever, well, the contact seemed to come from the outside of the boot, much to the relief of Michael McVeigh. Alan Malloy. Neat score. Danny Hughes, the young man from Saville who scored 4 in the opener at Casement Park, gets his first of the afternoon here at Breffni Park. Larry Riley red-carded Cavan down to 14 men. Popped over and turned. They're on a roll. O'Prey once more. That's his third. McKeever pushing the back, and easy opportunity for Cavan. Cavan 10 points. Peter Riley. Malloy content to jockey him. Dermot McCabe is the intended target. Dermot McCabe, they need this one badly. McCabe! That's why he was introduced, that's why the surgery was deferred. McCabe has hauled them kicking and screaming right back into it. And it came as if from nowhere. Peter Riley, being flanked by Malloy, stole a little bit of space, punted in high. And there's that man mountain, and Mickey McVeigh beaten. Ling. McCabe once more. Scullion is wrestled into the ground, and well, he's already on a yellow card. So are we looking at a second red? Yes, we are. Both sides down to 14 men. Ling. Well, for the first time since midway through the first half, there's but 2 points between them. Michael Ling's fifth. It's Cavan 111. It's down 2-10. Ford returns it with interest. McCabe one-on-one. Jason O'Reilly. The roar will tell you. That's what it's all about, the jersey. There's one between them. It's Cavan 112, it's down 2-10. Danny Hughes has won the free. We'll put 2 between them once more. Teased him, but he delivered. Down to 11, Cavan 112, 17 points, plays 15. McCabe has pounced on it, and it was touched on the ground, but it was significant in that it was a down hand that was touched on the ground. Peter Riley is in a lot of space. His goal is gaping. McVeigh stands tall. Riley! They've done it! They have retrieved it. They have rescued it. How they have done it, well, I don't know. Eamon Coleman sprung and rung the changes, and two of those substitutes have weighed in with second half goals. The free taken quickly, and there was Riley. Thought about the shot early. That's composure, that is presence of mind, and that is experience. McVeigh beaten twice. It's Cavan to 12. It's down to 11. We are into the final 5 minutes. Well, the glasses are on, but he can't disguise his delight. What a man. The game needs him. It has been another, not classic in terms of the pedigree of football, but certainly classic in terms of entertainment. Gregory McCartan. That's all of 48, 49 metres. That was pressure. Down to 12. Cavan to 12. Are we looking at extra time? Riley, the goal scorer. McCabe. Now Jason O'Reilly. This to give Cavan the lead. Still Jason O'Reilly. Thought about the goal, opted for the sensible one. That's the point, that's the kiss, and that's the lead. Cavan to 13, down to 12. Ling, he's gone the long way round. Michael Ling off the woodwork, and wide it goes. From somewhere, Down need a score to bring this one into extra time. And it could spill anywhere. John Lavery endeavouring. Peter Riley is the man who emerges with it. And Cavan once more parade up the field. Rory Donoghue gives it long, looking for Dermot McCabe, and into the corner. He will surely hold it up. Fell on it. This is Jason O'Reilly. Has to be quick. Still O'Reilly! It's all over. It has to be all over. Consternation in the Down defence. He fully capitalised. 3 second half goals. It has been a second coming in the second half for Cavan. 3rd minute of injury time. Riley slots it in low, and with that, Down drift out of the Ulster Championship. Cavan 3-13, Down 2-12. How have they done it?
At no point throughout that match did you think you were beaten?
You know me long enough, Mark. I never think we're beaten, and any team I'm with. But we showed great fight. We showed great character. And 7 points down, you think, well, maybe it's going to go away from us. But once we got a couple of scores, it was there. It was a great victory.
You'll need all of that character and all of that fight for Armagh.
I don't know who will even turn up in Clonus, you know. Armagh was awesome last Sunday, you know, and the size of them and the height of them and the speed of them, you know, it's hard to cope with. We'll have to think about it this next 2 weeks. Only we'd get a big fine, we wouldn't think of going.
I've never criticised a referee in my life. I would be extremely surprised when we see the tape of it. I felt that the first goal was a blatant push in the back by Dermot McCabe, and I know for sure the second was the Cavan man lifted the ball to the ground, not a down man. You know, so 2 major decisions they got to go again you, and 2 goals to come off them. You know, it's difficult to come back from that.
Great comeback there by Cavan then, and as predicted by Martin McHugh, Dermot McCabe was the man who made the difference.
Yeah, got it right last week. Big difference was McCabe went in at full forward. They played with a 2-man full forward, you know, Jason Riley and McCabe inside, and they got 3 goals the second half, and McCabe caused all kinds of problems. Give a bit of credit to the management as well. They made 3 substitutions half time. Took on Peter Riley, who got 1 of the goals, and took Cal Collins into the full back line where there were a lot of problems. So you have to give credit round to Eamon Coleman, but McCabe is back for Cavan.
And Cavan are back, Jarlath. I'd say Armagh will be at least a bit worried.
It would be. I mean, it means we're not going to have the big Armagh down derby in Casement Park, but we'll not be worrying about that. One of the big things of it was Coleman's ability to make changes, and he has a very strong bench as well. As well as that, they have fast forward line, and that's something that Armagh will have to worry about. But I think that Cavan might be just a wee bit too early for this Armagh team yet. This Armagh team seems to be on a roll. The extra game will definitely have studded them that they got today, give them that bit extra experience. But I just think they're a year early maybe for playing this Armagh team. I don't think they'll beat Armagh, but I'd say that anyway, wouldn't I?
Yes, he would say that, but we'll let him away with that. On to the minors now. Donegal against Antrim. It was double scores, 2-10 to 1-5. We're going to see the 3 goals now with commentary from Austin O'Callaghan.
Frank McGlynn's kick. It's a high lobbing, dropping ball, and the punch off the crossbar and into the net. Donegal make the early breakthrough. After 8 minutes of this first half, it was the high ball in from Frank McGlynn, punched onto the crossbar initially and finished eventually to the back of the net. Chrissy Murren in there as well. Donegal lead 1-1 to no score. That's the one they wanted. It's Adrian Oliver's goal for Antrim, and a good time to score. The high ball into the area, punched towards goal initially by Simon McDonough, and in the end Adrian Oliver using the boot to finish the ball to the net. The home side beginning to get on top in most sectors now. This is a good spell, a promising spell, and there could be a goal on here. It's a low-driven shot, and that could be the decisive score of this minor match. They had been hinting at it for much of the afternoon, but the referee is going to have a word with the umpire, and I'm not sure this is going to count. The important thing from a Donegal point of view is that Gareth Concar's goal stands.
So Donegal minors easing through. It was the same story in Breffni Park in Cavan, where Armagh beat Monaghan at the second time of asking. Remember the draw last week with plenty of controversy. This week it was very straightforward. In the first half, Armagh led by 9-8 at the break. This one of their points from Chris O'Connor, set up by Martin Ferris. 9-8 as I say at the break. Armagh then took control, scoring 5 points in a row. This the 5th of them, again from Chris O'Connor. Gerard Holohan's boys streaking ahead, just as Donegal seniors did here in Ballybofey. Cavan did get 1 or 2 scores back. Mark McNally with this, the second of only 3 Cavan points in the second half. But normal service was resumed as Armagh finished strongly. This point after a good build-up from midfield. Substitute Barry McGeown with the score. Armagh running out easy winners, and they will now play down in the semi-finals. And that's about it from McCool Park in Ballybofey for this week. Next week we have Tyrone against Fermanagh on BBC 2 at 11:15. That's highlights on Sunday evening of that game, and the Ulster Senior Hurling Final, Antrim against Down. This week Donegal have eased into the semi-finals, and Cavan have given Down the Breffni Blues. We leave you with the best highlights of the day to music from Headrush, a local band from Rostrevor. From Ballybofey though, it's bye-bye.
They said just give us the bullets. You don't need them now anyway. We gave you life and we gave you the TV. You think it's funny, but I don't have money, honey. What do you have when you ain't got no bullets? Only a people with no power at all. What do you get for giving up everything? You don't get nothing, no, you don't get nothing.